Hello Yu-Gi-Oh fans, Rant here, and welcome to my predictions on the July 2015 ban list for the TCG. So it has not been confirmed if it will be July 2015 or if it will be April or September or any further on, or if we're never going to get another ban list again. They may just completely collapse Yu-Gi-Oh in next month. We have no clue. It just doesn't give us an end date. Just very annoying, but yeah, it's most likely going to be trending that it's going to be July 2015, as it usually is around this time of year. We have usually a 3-month format, and then we get a new ban list. So it is likely to be July 2015. Just ignore the June, I should have put July instead. So yeah, I'm going to talk today about what cards I think should get forbidden, or possibly forbidden. Some of them I don't want to get forbidden or hits or anything like that, but it's the ones that are most likely. These are only my opinions, by the way, so please do not be offended if I do not say a card that you think should go on here. Please comment below if there's any cards that I did miss, and I will discuss probably maybe later. So yeah, there's that, and I'll be going through ones that should be forbidden, should probably move to 1, should probably move to 2, or come off the ban list altogether. Come off the ban list, and forbidden cards are quite limited from my point of view, but the other two are spacious. So yeah, let's go into the forbidden cards. So I think extremely, very much that Jin release from Ritual should get banned. Jin really stops, it just makes Necros amazing. It stops plays for opponents and it breaks Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, not as bad as Triple Fantasy did, but Jin Releaser is an annoying card. We have to main our Jin lockouts as that of Dark Hole, Regeki, Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse even, and it's just an annoying thing to cope with. Yeah, well, there's other cards in the game that stop special summoning, like Vanity's Fiend or Vanity's Emptiness, which is that one now, and Arsenal Christia, but nothing as bad as Jin Releaser, because this just is easily accessible with Lavava Chain in Necros, and Green Outer Colossus, which can protect against any special summon monsters anyway. So if they did have a special summon monster on board that Jin locked you, they can still protect against you. So we have to eradicate that before getting further on. And it just makes Necros too good at the present moment. It's the current best card, the best deck in the meta. As it, I believe it won some YCS again, and it came top again. It always usually comes top for Necros, unfortunately, even though we thought Tellarknights may overtake, but no. Unfortunately, Necros is still number 1, and the best way to get rid of that is we're taking out that Jin, banning it completely. Limiting it to 1 is useless because most players only play it at 1 anyway, so why have it anymore? It is just too OP right now, and it should just go. So there. And the other card that is possibly going to be forbidden, and I'll be so pissed off if it is El Shaddai Construct. I met so many players who hate this card because I play against them, and it's just because it's so amazing. It can destroy any special summon monster it battles in a catastrophe fashion. If it's special summoned, it can send a Shaddai from your deck to the grave, so you can recuperate your loss, send your Beast or send your Falco, get major resources onto the board. And if it's sent to the graveyard, even if it was like Solemn Warning or something like that, you can target a Shaddai spell trap in your grave and add to your hand, so you recuperate your losses. And efficiently with El Shaddai Fusion, you can easily fuse your construct with of another dead Shaddai to bring out another construct for game. It's just instant OTKs, and construct is annoying like that. I love the card. I just adore it. 3 is just very powerful, and I usually go into a Shaddai construct. Usually 8 out of 10 duels I do with Shaddais, the construct will be out. But unfortunately, as trended in the OCG banned their construct because it got too out of hand, and it's a possibility for here. If it goes to 2, that is fine, I can work with 2. If it goes to 1, it will quite hurt because the C may even take out constructs altogether. Well, limited construct usage, probably going to Earth versions, check Turbo. But if construct is banned, Shaddolls are completely dead. And since Shaddolls are not hot topping at this present moment, why would they do it? But with OCG trending with the ban of construct, it is still a possibility, and I'm really scared about that. I'm losing my poor lovely construct. So yeah, that is the cards I believe that should get banned or will possibly get banned for the July 2015 ban list. That is Jin and Construct, which I hope doesn't get even hit, because Shaddolls are doing what they need at the present moment. So yeah, on to the cards that will get limited. Because you can see there's a lot of cards I think that should get limited or moved down or moved up, whatever. So let's start this off with Dark Magician of Chaos. Dark Magician of Chaos got a errata to mean that it is during the end phase. If this card was normal or special summoned, you can target one spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand, which is amazing. Let me just put that onto the normal ban list so we can see what's currently changed right now. So yeah, it's currently banned even with its new errata because it hasn't been re-released. So yeah, during the end phase, it gains a spell. You gain a spell card from your graveyard to your hand. May not be as bad and can't be as abused as much as it was originally when you could just do it as soon as it was summoned. This card should go to 1 now because of Infernoids. Infernoids are going to be the main selling point for Konami, except for the red eyes, and this definitely helps it. This makes it amazing because you can reasoning into this and just get a spell card you build. So you can get another reasoning, get your Void Dream when it comes out. You could get Miracle Synchro Fusion. You could get anything that spell in your graveyard that you lost through reasoning. That's a perfect target. And 2800 as well. And the fact that it banishes monsters that it destroys by battle, just amazing. So I think that should go back to 1, but it's unlikely because of one thing: we have not got a reprint, and in the TCG, well, for UK and Europe, we will not be getting the Duelist pack that'll sit until December, I believe it was said to not be coming out till because of errors and stuff like that, and delays. So it is a possibility to come back, but it is more unlikely. That's why Chaos Emperor Dragon's here instead, because it's more unlikely than DMC, because Inferno's they have some support. This is just generic, to be honest, but be good for the Chaos Dragons when it comes out. If you didn't know what changed in this card, during the turn this card is activated, you cannot activate other card effects. So you can only use this one. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points, send all cards on the field and both players' hands into the graveyard, and then inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each of your opponent's cards that was sent by this effect, which is still very powerful. And with a 3000 beta, ooh, that is just it just gives too many problems. But yeah, it's not as bad as it was in the back of the day. So it's a possibility to go back to 1 because it's been errated. It's legit why they would put it back to 1, but we're not going to get reprint yet, so I don't think this ban list will see Chaos Emperor Dragon come back. This ban list may see DMC though. Next card that was banned is Stratos. Everyone loves Stratos, and everyone thinks Stratos should come off the ban list. Why the hell are you keeping it on there, Konami? Konami, you don't need Stratos on the ban list. Have you seen how many pluses Necros get? How many pluses Shadow Stars Refs get? How many pluses Tellarknights get? And you can't give us one Stratos to give us 1 plus. Yes, true. Heroes are quite common in the OCG. Quite common, like Necros, to be honest. There's about the same amount of Necros as heroes, to be honest. So that does show Stratos is used quite a lot. But Stratos is not going to be the card that's going to break the game. Stratos needs to come back because we need to increase our efficiency on heroes. You give us so much hero support, including Master Hero Blast, that will eventually come out in the TCG years later. But you gave us Divine Wind, the Master Hero Divine Wind, which we can't even use. We're not going to main an Avion. Who in their right mind would make an Avion just to bring that out? Give us back our Stratos. You know you want to, Konami. You'll get some more money that way. And another ban card that should come back is Cyber-Stein. Cyber-Stein is another card that is really, really awesome. No errata on this. It's a really, really old card from back in the day when Cyber-Stein OTK was rampant. Its effect is pay 5,000 life points and special summon one fusion monster from your fusion deck in face of attack position, which is amazing. But yeah, back in the day it was Blue Eyes Ultimate, you brought out our Cyber Red Dragon. So, or even Cyber Twin Dragon. Now we probably would summon out Bacteria Exterio or the Blue Diva actually, because you can't be destroyed by Battle or card effect. Or even the classic Last Warrior of the Forbidden Light. Actually, I'll just show you Last Warrior. Last Warrior. This awesome card, which does break the game when it's a special summon and destroy all monsters on your side of the field except this card, as long as it's face up on the field. Neither player can normal, flip, or special summon monsters, which is, yeah, another gin lock, to be honest. But it's still worth it. If you ban this and then give us this back at 1, that'll be fine. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying Cyber-Stein should come back to 1 is because of Infernoids again. Infernoids have this accessibility with reasoning to easily bring out Cyber-Stein and then easily bring out one of the best fusion monsters for them, which is naturally Exterio, a card that not many people would run. It's got the same ruling for Cyber Dragons. This fusion summon has to be conducted with the above materials, but it doesn't have to be fusion summoned. And while its card is face up on the field, you can negate the activation of a spell or trap and destroy it by removing and playing 1 card in your graveyard and sending top card of your deck to the graveyard, which is great to add milling possibilities to your Infernoids after you've reasoned. So that is just amazing, and with that it would be a lovely tech to see. Lovely to see Cyber-Stein come back out. Yes, 5,000 life points is a lot to pay for a 2,800 attack point monster, but I would literally do it. I'd literally put this and this in the deck if they give us it back to 1 in the next ban list. And another ban card that I might as well go into here is Thousand Eye Restrict. Again, another card that we do not need. Yes, it's an instant fusion target. Yes, it stops your opponent attacking and it equips your opponent's monsters, but that's it. It doesn't have any protection from card destruction, so instant fusion will destroy it. And it's not likely you're going to be using Relinquish and Thousand Idol to bring out. Yeah, we might see more Relinquish decks to come out, but highly unlikely you'd really want to go into Thousand Eye Restrict. We might as well have it back to 1. If it doesn't do anything in the meta, play it to 2. If it doesn't do anything then, play back to 3, and then probably won't even do anything then. We'll have Thousand Eye Restrict back. It's no real point to have this banned anymore. With cards like Trishula, Necros or Trishula, why is this banned? It's just not worth it. Yeah, you can take an automatic, take one of your opponent's monsters. We are Silent Arc. The Cyber Dragon Infinity, for God's sake. Why would this be banned still? It doesn't need to be banned. It doesn't deserve to be banned anymore. If that's no strict, you should come back off the ban list. And now on to the cards that should be limited to 1 from what they are currently at number 3. So yeah, first is Cleafort Stealth. If they're gonna hit Cleafort because they're back on top with lose 1 turn, this is most likely the card they're gonna hit. I couldn't think of anything else because Sacrifice, if they ban that, is just gonna be stupid. Cleafort Scout, if they limit that to 1, that's just gonna be stupid as well. Lose 1 turn, they don't really want to hit that, but I will go into that further on in this video. But yeah, Cleafort Stealth is the only one I legit see getting hit on the ban list for Cleafort because of its effect. That's basically where is it? You can't. It's speed spell 4. You can't activate cards with effects in response to this effect. That is why it should be hit. It's a speed spell 4 monster that can bounce things, and then you've got other things that are going off. The Sacrifice, the Cleafort Carrier, the Cleafort Helix. That is all going off while you can't activate anything because of this stealth. it's annoying for people to play against. Giving it 2 is still not doing much because Clifford Stealth is usually either played at 2, 1 or 3. It just depends on the build. But if we hit it at 1, at least we don't have to worry about them as much. Cleese are still doing stuff. They were in that YCS where Shadows didn't get even in top 32 or top 16. Clifford's did, and no, it was top 32. Clifford's did, and that's only because of lose 1 turn, and Clifford's Stealth is definitely the only way you're going to hit it, Canal. So I think Clifford's Stealth should be hit to 1. Next one is Denko Seka. We have Thunder King, and so yeah, I'll put it on Thunder King. And other cards in this kind of fashion that are hit to 1. Why isn't Denko? Denko is another card that hits the game quite hard. For one, you can't set spell trap cards. That's stopping you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Neither player can activate those spell trap cards. That stops you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Why? It's like a back row gin lock, to be honest, and that's just annoying. Yeah, Denko Seka is not exactly going to be played everywhere. Some Necros play it, and then there's Denko dolls, but it's not seen everywhere. It's quite used in the side deck. If we have Macrocosmos, D-Fissure, and Thunder King Ryo at 1, why should we have Denko at 3? Denko should be hit to 1. Even we have to side Chaos Trapple, which is like the new age Sullen Warning now at the present moment, giving up to £5 now from 50p. Chaos Trapple, we have to main or side that just to get over this Denko. So it's annoying very much. It's not even archetype that we have to side against. It's just 1 card. And at 3. If it was at 1, people wouldn't really be siding that much against it. So that'll be fine. Next card is another Shaddoll card. El Shaddoll Fusion. This amazing spell card that people also heard about. It's because that instant goes into OTK players and stops targeting cards like, well, it stops any card like Bottom's Trap Hall, anything that's not counter trap that or speed spell 4, this card can protect against. It's legit awesome and instant OTK plays. Out of all of them, I think out of all the Shaddoll cards you could hit, including Construct, I would be fine with this getting hit. Because I would just put in another Shaddoll Fusion. Because I've now switched to consistency from 3 normal Shaddoll Fusions to 2 and then this to 3. If you took that down to 1, I'd put it back in my other Shaddoll Fusion and put in an F Shaddoll Fusion, even though that's slower, and I'll be able to conserve this, because you can just keep recycling this. It doesn't need to be, if it gets banned, that's just going to be stupid. Banning the first quick play fusion spell, well, except for instant fusion. The first quick play fusion spell that people would play. So, it'll be stupid if you ban it, but it's more likely to be hit a lot. Next is for the Necros cards. Necros are Valk, Necros are Unicorn, Necros Cycle. Cycle because of Gin Lock, Valk because, well, everyone should know why Valk should be hit. It's their battle fader. It's annoying. It slows the game down for you, personally. They don't have to slow down, they can just stall. They can protect their Gin Lock. You can't get over it with monsters. You have to go in for the Regeki, for the Book of Moon, for the Book of Eclipse. Something that doesn't target as well. You have to do that so you don't have protection from Valk. So we can get eventually over Valk. And the fact that it draws 2 cards, but that's not as played as much as the protection ability. And Unicorn. If Jin does not get hit, Unicorn should, with that in combo together. Because Unicorn you can't recover from your graveyard, which is legit great, because if we could, that would just be annoying. And Unicorn stops Evil Swarm Ophion, it stops any special summon monsters, special summon effects, no, extra deck monsters special summon effect, extra deck monsters effects, So that just annoyed me quite a lot. But the fact that it is essentially just for the Jin lock is annoying as hell. If Jin lock doesn't get banned, these two should get limited. Maybe these three should get limited. And yeah, onto the hero section for Dark Law. Dark Law is another card that people are always butthurt about, like Construct, like if Macrocosmos was at 3, like Vanity Entered when it was at 3. Dark Law is another one of those cards. It's a Deep Fissure, it's a Macrocosmos just for them, and when they add a card from their deck to their hand, they lose a card, so they can't get a plus, which is annoying for them. But the fact that you can easily do this on your opponent's turn with Mass Change being a quick play spell is why it is annoying, because, yeah, everyone can play a Dark Law technically. As long as you just put one Dark Monster in a Mass Change second, everyone gets a Dark Law. Like Norden, we all think this, Norden now, we all think this will go to 1 as soon as it comes out. And it's highly likely. Like Vanity's Entrance when it was reprinted, it went to 1, even though we just thought, oh, we got easy access to Vanity. It's not gonna get hit. No one thinks it's gonna get hit. It got hit. Norden is gonna get hit, and I think now Dark Law should get hit. Maybe not to 1, just to 2. See how it works. If it's still problematic, put it to 1. Never ban this. It'll be just annoying if they ban this. You made Masked Heroes good. Don't just ruin that. And then finally for the other cards, it's Burning Abyss. The only Burning Abyss card on this list, because Burning Abyss are hard to hit, especially after Tour Guide. You can't ban Tour Guide because that kills Fluffals. Well, it would hit Fluffals quite bad because of their Edge Saber. But Dante is an annoying card. You can get 3 of this out on turn 1 if you got the right resources, which is annoying as hell. That's 9 mils off your deck, and so many other effects. And then you can overlay these for Down Nerd, and Down Nerd can activate the effect of Dante. It protects him against a Regeki, or bounce back. It's just annoying as fuck. So if Burning Abyss is going to get hit because they're still doing good stuff, mainly because of Griefing Fiend coming out in TCG, because that is actually quite a good card, especially against Tellarknights and Shadow Falco. The Burning Abyss are still in the top section of the game, and if they're going to get hit, because they're not going to get any more support yet, not for a while, maybe not ever, because they said they were more or less finished with it. There's not much you can go for Necros either. Or Cleese haven't got anything for ages. So it's likely that these 3 decks will get that hit, including Shadows, because they haven't got anything. Although we don't actually know the whereabouts of Winda. Winda was never actually shown where she went. In that Shadow fusion, it doesn't see her dying. It just sees her being. I can't remember the word for it, but it's some religious word, I believe, or some religious iconography. And then we see it in Decatron. There is a figure in there, in that thing. I hypothesize that it's Winda, and when Tiara comes out, we could see the rebirth of Winda, something like that, in later. But for now, Shadows, Necros, Cleese, and Burning Abyss, they've not got any more support coming, or unlikely to get any more support coming, so it's the perfect time to hit them. And Dante is the main objective for Burning Abyss to get hit. So yeah, I've got 6 cards here that are not with those ones. These ones I don't think are going to get hit, but mentionable. Chaos Emperor Dragon I've already gone into. The second is Trish. Trish is an annoying card for everyone. Everyone is butthurt when Trish comes out. Everyone. I mean, I've got mates that went against Trish for the first time at regionals, and they were so annoyed at it. They were so like, oh my god, this is OP. But Trish, if you hit it to 1, everyone's playing it at 1. Well, they're going up to 2 now, but Trish is not an exact evil that we need to ban. Originally when I first saw Trish, yeah, ooh, that was annoying, but Jinlock, it makes it worse. Trish is fine, I am fine. It's a necessary evil in the game, like Vanity's Emptiness at what? If Vanity Emptiness got banned, it would hurt the game severely. It is a floodgate card, but it is a necessary evil in this day and age. Like Trish. Trish can be at 3. I am fine with Trish being at 3, as long as we get Jin hit. Next is Bryo. Bryo doesn't need another hit. It's already at 2. So it does not need that second hit. It's like Clifford Scout. If Clifford Scout's not going to get hit, Bryo is not going to get hit. So they protect themselves, to be honest. And then the 3 cards that people always say, oh, these are going to come off the ban list. Oh, yeah. And that is Heavy Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Trishula, Dragon of Ice Barrier. First, Heavy Storm. Well, Harpy's actually. Harpy is, I believe, is searchable in a Harpy deck. So that should not come back anyway. That would make Harpies decently good, very good actually. It would make them top, but we would see Harpies Feather Dust everywhere. It doesn't give any negative problems. Say it's basically Regeki for the macro. If you really did not know that, if you've been living under a cave for 15 years old, only just started in Yu-Gi-Oh, Harpy's Feather Duster is basically the macro Regeki. But yeah, Regeki is fine at this present moment because destruction of monsters isn't what people really want to do anymore. It's more banishment or bounce. But destruction of back row is good. And Harpy's Feather Duster will ensure that it will probably mean people will be siding in artifacts as well. So yeah, it gives too many. It just gives a plus, too many pluses to be honest. Whereas Heavy Storm, it doesn't give as many pluses, but you can still get advantages off that. You can still blow up the whole back row. It's like Giant Trunade in that sense. Not as bad as Giant Trunade. I would say Giant Trunade would be the if you go on the list, Giant Trunade is number 1, then go to Harpy's Feather Duster, then Heavy Storm. But if they're going to really endorse Pendulum, we don't need Heavy Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster coming back, because this would severely hinder their case for Pendulums anymore. Pendulums could possibly become meta. They had Cleese as meta, so if you're making decks that are going to be meta like Cleese, if you give us Heavy Storm back at 1, it's going to really counter your argument. It's just going to be annoying. So I don't think Heavy Storm or Harpies should come back. For the good those two, and the final one is Trishula. If we're gonna have Necros of Trishula, we don't need the original Trishula. Yeah, sure, Necros of Trishula isn't used for everyone. Not everyone can use Necros of Trishula. I've seen, although there is the 30 Jinlock now, so that's another case for Jinlock. It's splashable now, but Trishula is too strong. Yes, it has a limitation that it needs 2 or more non-tuners that makes Synchro decks amazing. Silivans will become probably meta again, because Silivans are amazing now with Lone Fire. I get sacked by Silivans now, even with Shadows, although it's a fair match sometimes. But Trishula is just too powerful. When it's Synchro Summoned, you can activate the effect to remove from play up to 1 card from each your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. If they errated that to make it like Necros or Trishula, I would be fine with that going back at 1. But right now, it has not got an errata, and I do not want it back at 1. Everyone says, oh, Trishula's going to come back, and it's a high value card right now. I think it's like 30 or 60. I think it's 60 for the DT, maybe. I heard it was 60 for the DT. It's at least 30 for this Hidden Arsenal version. So that's just going to be annoying for every other player, because they have to go pay 30 quid for 1 Synchro monster because it came off the ban list. It shouldn't come off the ban list. Bryo is definitely not going to come off the ban list. Right, this has more opportunity than Bryo, but Trish is too strong at the present moment. If it comes out that the next meta, it turns out Red Ice actually becomes meta, or Ignite's become meta, and we need Trishula, I'll be fine then. But at this current state, we don't need Trishula. And finally, on to the cards that should go, that didn't annoy me, that should go to 2 or come off the ban list. The first of these is, okay, let's take that off. The first of these that should go to 2 on the ban list is Sinister Serpent. Sinister Serpent is not doing anything in the meta right now, so it's not going to be that much of a problem, especially since it banishes the Sinister Serpent from your graveyard. It means you can't go that fast with it, and it'll just start to clog in your deck, possibly. So Sinister Serpent is fine going to 2. The same can be said for Temple of the Kings, also not doing anything in the meta right now, and that is fine with me. That is completely fine. Yeah, we may eventually see. That is obviously the. Yeah, that's really what I thought. It's just worded differently from the actual card, but the second effect you hardly ever go into because nobody would be really maining circuits except from a fairy deck. Maybe agents come back with this, but you can only activate 1 trap card. You turn it set. It's not worth playing this card just for that ability. Maybe in trap monsters, but trap monsters are not doing anything at this present moment. So playing this up to 2 would just support that. It really wouldn't hurt anyone that much. And lose 1 turn. Lose 1 turn is controversial, with loads of judges saying, "Oh, it's like skill drain." "Oh, it's not like skill drain." It's just because we haven't had anything like it before. That's continuous further on than skill drain. But yeah, lose 1 turn could get hit. It's highly unlikely because they never usually hit cards that they just release because they want their money. They want their monies. They don't want to get rid of the cards that are gonna give them a lot of money. So that would be a minus for them. But with the amount of controversy around it and the fact that it'll have to get a reprint really soon, sooner than other ones from the set, that makes me think that lose 1 turn could possibly get hit. Plus, it's making Cleese good again. So if they want to hit Cleese and they don't want to hit Stealth, they'll hit lose 1 turn. And the final one is Monster Gate. Monster Gate should come back to 2 or even 3 because they want to support their Infernoids. Infernoids are going to be one of those high values cards when it actually comes and properly hits the meta. Because right now Infernoids are not meta at the present moment. They're probably about tier 2 or starting to go into tier 1.5. They're not tier 1, but they have the potential. When we get Inferno Tierra, Void Dream and Decatron, that's the possibility to go into tier 1. And we need a Monster Gate. OCG has this at 3 with Reasoning at 3. So why can't we? Why? This is not going to break anything, especially since you've limited especially since Magician of Chaos is banned still. And I think that's the only combo I know of it with it. So why have this anymore? Why have this back? Why have this at 1? It doesn't need to be at 1 anymore. Come on, bring us back to 2 for this format. See if it does anything. If it doesn't, play back to 3 when Inferno is properly going to take off. That'll be fine. And finally, there's only 1 card I believe that should come off the ban list completely, and that is Exchange of Spirit. It's been errated. We can only use 1 of those, 1 per duel. So why keep it on the ban list? If we can only use 1 per duel each, that's it. It doesn't need to be a 3. Although, yeah, you can make an argument for Glow Up Bulb because that can be used only once per duel, but it's easily accessed and you can use it without using that second effect anyway. But Exchange of Spirits is useless if it's been used already. So I think this should go to 3. We don't need it at 1. It doesn't need to be at 1. There are other rad cards that do still need to be at 1. Ring of Destruction, if we put that to 3, would just start annoying people and we just go back to 1. I think there was another card that was errated that should go to 1. Should go back to 1. But I can't think of it. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments section. I'll probably remember it after this video and watch, but I can't check it. Well, actually I can't. Limited. Let me clear that. Oh. Very annoying. such. There was another card that was ratted, and is still one that should not get moved any further. Oh yeah, Dark Strike Fighter should not come to 2 at all. Especially if you've seen Chicken Race with that. There's an FTK with that now. Fucking horrible. That degenerate card. I hate it. That should get banned instantly. That really should. As soon as it comes out, that should get banned. But yeah, that should go. Oh, Dragon Reveal is a possibility for going to 2. It's not really doing anything at the present moment. So, and with Dragon Reveal's banned, might as well support your Dragonurities and get them back. And Gear Gear too. Gear Gear is not really doing anything. It stopped Gear completely. Gear should come back a bit more as well. No, I can't see which one it was that was other ratted. It wasn't. I'm sure there was a 5th card that was ratted and put to 1, but I cannot see it, unfortunately. No, I can't see it. But yeah, that should just come off the ban list completely. Dragon Reveal is another one that should come off the ban list. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this small rant of a video. I don't know actually how small it is. I'll have to check how long this actually was. I do have the counter up to tell me, but yeah, please comment below if there's anything I missed or anything that you think that should get hit, anything that you think shouldn't have got hit, or any queries with what I said. I'll forever defend my place. And yeah, so prepare for that ban list, and hopefully they'll just instantly yeah, I've got a slot on. Hopefully they'll just put Chicken Race before it's even come out. That is banned. That'll be funny as hell. But yeah, we should just be happy if we just get some of these hits. Hopefully they should all hit, because we lose Construct, we die. But Necros, I hope to get hit, as I've said. Cleese, I hope to get hit, and Many Abyss, I hope to get hit majorly. And I hope we finally get Stratos back. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more content. I always do duels, I do deck profiles, and etc, etc. And yeah, thank you for watching, and leave your comments below. Matt Durant, signing out.